Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today we are looking at the Slava. You're like, wait a minute, didn't you already review the Slava? Yes, I did. But what I didn't do was, maxing everything out and see what would happen if you throw even more money at the ship. This is the Slava with all the trimmings. And in the latest, obviously, 6.0, have you noticed that the icons are slightly different? So, for example, the supplies look a bit prettier. They all look a bit more contrasted, with a bit more lighting in it. I mean, you know, priorities and such. But that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say about it. And yes, the crate opening experience has been improved. But the Slava, back on topic. This is the maxed out Slava. So what I've done is, it's not actually such a huge difference because I am already, given that it's a premium, already playing it with I was already playing it with the historical camo. It's still my same setup, by the way. I have experimented both with the main battery mod 3 for precision, which, as we know, doesn't do an awful lot, especially to a ship that is already very precise, and with the reload mod. But I ended up liking the traverse mod best, because if I can't get the guns on target because I have to maneuver and the ship is reasonably maneuverable, then I'm not firing any shells. Not fast and not precise, but not at all. So that's what I ended up using as my canonical build here. Other than that, it's the same setup. So we've got the elite bonus for range. We do have the premium consumables in here. And if you haven't seen the Slava review, Slava is a very long-range ship because she's got the deck plating of a light cruiser, which tends to be fatal in Tier 10. And I have put Makarov as a captain with the following setup. Obviously his Torpedo Alert Plus and the Generalist, which gives us a little bit more hit points when we heal. Obviously the improved Marksman skill with 33% longer duration. But most importantly, the Armor Piercing Cap Shell Plus, which gives us 15% penetration and 7.5% penetration and 15% penetration sustainability. If you don't know what that means, armor piercing shells in game lose penetration power over distance. So the closer you are, the more oomph behind the shell, and the further away you are, the less oomph, because it reduces over time. So this is getting buffed here such that it doesn't lose as much penetration power as it goes. And we'll obviously have the Horizontal Protection Expert Plus, which gives us 13% of deck protection, which, given that the deck is the deck of a light cruiser, is not an awful lot. But, I've taken it because it is the legendary bonus here. You could obviously also use the Citadel Strike. But I would assume that if you have this commander, you would probably use them on the Kremlin as well. So that would be that. And I have taken the Adrenaline Rush over Extinguisher because, well, again, it's a legendary bonus. So that's what you would probably take. Anyhow, that's the setup. So I was just curious to see what would happen if you throw all the money. And these commanders don't come cheap because they come in crates. It's tradition these days. It's in currently in the USSR Commander crate. And the chance for you to get Makarov is 0.8%. Interestingly enough, you can get Kuznetsov for almost twice the probability. So one Makarov is worth almost 2 Kuznetsovs. I don't know quite why, but I do get the idea because the APC Plus on battleships is really quite powerful. So yeah, that's gonna take quite a bit of gold to get out of a crate. So yeah, this is a throwing money at the problem sort of thing. But here are 2 battles just to show you what this thing can do with a fully decked out setup. In the first game, we are playing Domination in Atlantic, and I am going to play the Slava as you should play the Slava. So very much from range. and more as a battleship duelist rather than something that, you know, deals with that part-times as a cruiser, deals with destroyers and all these kind of shenanigans. We are up against Schlieffen Republik, Black Republic, Vermont, Zau, and Double Shima. So off we go. It is domination, but I am not going to go and chase the capture circles because risky business in that ship. It's really more for the long-range gunnery. But let's see what we can do. We've got Colombo on our side and a bunch of destroyers, so that shouldn't be too terrible. See who we're spawning with. And okay, we're spawning with Z52. So depending on where he goes, then I can follow into A. If he goes A, then I can go because he can take on a Shima. I can't. So he goes A, so I'm going to follow along, but I'm not going to put myself into the capture circle because I'm in a Slava. I'm at a long range gunnery support here. So I just in this ship look at the range circle on the minimap and effectively get yourself to a point where you can comfortably cover the most likely ranges that you're going to have to deal with, which is round about here-ish. So I can comfortably cover A. Anybody from the enemy team coming around that island, coming into A, I can cover. And I've got almost the complete circle of B under range as well. So if anything shows up in there, then I can go for it. So Gearing's going B, Z is going A, no Shimas in sight, and I've got a Republik to shoot at. So let's get that locked on. Okay, there's also a Zau. Shots out already at the Republik. Probably the Zau would have been the better target, especially that he's the dangerous one for the destroyer, but destroyer has smoke. It's a Gearing, and I've got Frenchmen to shoot at. So let's get these out of the way. Republik returns fire, but is going into hiding. So Black Republik is the next one. I am moving forward at this point because there is one Shima, but I have the Z, and yeah, that's what you can do with this thing against the French. Gearing is disengaging from the Zau. If the Zau shows up, and I'll do something about it. But right now I've got the Black Republic. It looks like Shima is fighting the duel with the Z and is about to lose it. There is the Zau. He is chasing after the Gearing. Yamato, do you want to do something about that? You're named Yamato, and oh, that was a big hit on the Gearing. Okay, I'm helping, I'm coming, I'm reversing. Okay, Yamato helps out as well. Colombo helps out as well. And nice shot out. And yeah, the precision on these guns is glorious. 8 out of 9 on target, only one citadel, but I am getting hammered a little by the French. Remember, light cruiser deck armor and Kremlin sized. Yeah, we do need to dodge the Zau torpedoes, but that Zau was way too aggressive. So I'm gonna blab him out of the water. There he goes. That's our fourth citadel in the game, and we're halfway through. That was the first. I'm getting hammered a bit, but that was the first casualty of the game. Not sure what that Gearing, what RZ is doing over there, because there is a Shimakaze. But I've got the Black Republic to shoot at again. So okay, Z's taken out the Shimakaze. Nicely done. That's what you're there for. Ooh, torpedoes, Shima torps. Oh, shit. Dang it. Should have had the Hydro up. Okay, so Z and Shima have taken each other out, but we are holding A, and the Gearing is in A, so there's no threat. So I can back off and just unload at the Black Republic over there, who isn't taking kindly to being citadeled, which means I am going to, yep, I am going to have to back off a little more. And yes, there is Shimakaze coming, and that Gearing is on low hit points. He's probably going to lose a gun duel with that Shima. And there was another Republic over there. So may have to help out against that Gearing is dead, which means Shima is now going to torpedo the Yamato, and he or me. Well, since I can't see him, I am just going to shoot at the Republic. But I'm going to move forward just in case, you know. Oh, there's the Shima. You don't necessarily want to. Who has he dropped? Me or Yama? Slow down. And I've got at least the rear turret. Shima's gone undetected again. And I'm being shot at by the Republic, so that's my duel here once more. Ow, yes. can hurt me right back. We kind of need B. So losing our 2 destroyers here has really hurt us. But yeah, as you can see, I can absolutely massacre these French battleships. Now the Black Republic isn't stupid. He can read, and he sees that they're over 100 points ahead, and they're holding 2 of the capture circles. So he's not shooting, because I would probably kill him. The other Republic's over there, but there's also a Shimakaze there, so I can't push into B Cup. We need our destroyer to do that. So I'm kind of hinting that maybe that might be a decent idea. I am spotted. That's probably Shima. So I'm going to get behind that island and use it as torpedo cover from the Shima. And both of the Republics have gone undetected. It's unusual to see smart gameplay like this. So we've got almost 2 minutes, but they are 150 points ahead. We're going to have to kill something, and we're going to have to take B Cup, or we're going to have to kill 2 of them. But our battleships are all sort of here, and I'm getting myself spotted just to try to bait one of the Republics. There was another one over here to bait one of the Republics into opening fire. There he is. Okay, he is opening fire. So I do need to get a little closer, unfortunately, to make sure that he doesn't go undetected again and run away. But there we go. Shots out. That's probably about as close as I want to get. And we are now holding the capture circle, so now we still need to kill something. So gearing. Lots of battleships. Make it happen. I don't know where Shima went, but I'm helping with this Republic here, because he's honestly... Oh, there he is. Hello. Okay, full on reverse, hard left, and secondaries out at Shima. He comes out straight flat broadside, so he's probably fired his torpedoes round about now. Yep, there they come. So full on reverse and steer the other. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to give broadside to Schlieffen in the Republik, but better than dying to Shima, so that has worked. Full on ahead, there comes the Republik. Ow! But yeah, unfortunately, the rest of my team is a little scattered, and the tactical play from the enemy team was just excellent. So maybe we can still take down the Republik, but it's not going to be enough, and they are going to beat us on points, unfortunately. So that was really well done. Even though oh, come on, that was my kill. I've been robbed. And yeah, and he takes out the gearing, and gearing takes him out in return. Yeah, see, this is sort of the downside of this ship. You can do 140,000 points of damage, and it's still not enough, because you do rely on the rest of your team to control the capture circles, because that's not something you can do in the Slava. So yeah, let's see how my team's been doing. But yeah, 8 citadels, 140,000 points of damage. You don't see that every day. Yes, the next I have done. Hang on, what is this? I've done as much damage. Wait 1 second. Let me math that briefly. That's 40, 80, 110, 130. I've done more damage than the next 4 in my team. Together. I have done almost as much damage as the complete rest of my team, but it hasn't been enough. Because damage doesn't win games. Sinking ships and controlling capture circles wins games. And you can't do that in the Slava. I mean, the sinking bit, yes. The capture circle bit, no. And that really well played from that Black Republic of disengaging and saying, yep, no, I can't win this engagement. I'm going to preserve my points. So, well done. In the second game, it's base capture on fault line. And I would generally say I really don't like fault line, because it is so difficult to support your team. But Slava is sort of an exception here, because you can kind of park in the middle, and you have the range to pretty much reach most of the enemy things. So we are up against Yamato, Monty, Freddy, Smolensk, and a Petro. No destroyers, I'll take it. And Smolensk! Insert Kirk meme here. Yeah, like I said, your support artillery, capture control, unfortunately, is not something you can do in a Slava. Well, let's see who we're spawning with and where everybody is going. But ideally, I'd be hanging around in the center, because that way I can support both flanks if necessary. Okay, there's Minnesota. Worcester's alone on that flank, and that's a bot Izumo. Okay, so depending on where Minnesota goes, I'm thinking of going right with Worcester. No, Minnesota is going right. Okay, never mind. I can park in the middle. So just making sure that the Worcester has some heavy caliber backup. And look at the range circle on the minimap. I can totally support Worcester from over here. And I can also support the two on the left. So this is a decent position. I'm slightly angled. I've got an island that I can use to disengage, and that might help with some visibility things. So this is round about how far forward I want to be. And you see how slow these turrets are turning. They're pretty dreadful. And now we wait, because you do not want to do things by yourself in a Slava. Okay, there's the bot Iowa. So since we have nothing else to shoot at, we might as well start with that thing. Shots out. And somebody's been complaining that I'm not zooming. What the hell was that? There we go. That I'm not zooming in after I'm firing. Well, there's a good reason for that. Smolensk! Smolensk spotted. Hold the press. Where is he? Where are you going, Smolensk? Where are you going? Are you turning right? I'm not 100% certain. I think he is sort of slightly turning right. So shots out. Ooh, I think that wasn't enough lead. Yeah, that wasn't enough lead. Okay. That I'm not zooming in when the shells are landing. Well, that's that's first of all because I'm generally a cruiser player, and if you stay zoomed in a cruiser, you die. you need to spend the time between shots to make sure that you're looking around, keep track of incoming dangers and all kinds of things that could be nasty. Okay, a couple of hits on the Smolensk. And he smokes up. Okay, Smolensk is not. I'm not in range of the Smolensk, so right now there's not really an awful lot I'm going to do, especially if he's not using his guns. So I'm just going to start unloading at the Monty. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to remember that to say, okay, well now you can't see it because the Monty's behind an island. Smolensk has run into him, but I don't think I can get shots out at Smolensk. Enemy Iowa is down. Monty comes out, shoots at me. That is okay. We are already reversing. Precise aim up and shots out at Monty. And he's mostly just hit the bow section, and that could have gone better, but I'll take it. Smolensk is running away and smoking up again. I don't think you understood how to Smolensk. You do need to actually shoot at something to do damage. Okay, Monty's got bored, doesn't want to shoot at me anymore, so don't mind if I do. But yeah, I'm as you can see, I'm trying to stay on target because you all want to see where the shells are impacting. But this is just something that's pretty difficult for me to unlearn because I'm so used to that between salvos I'm looking around. Okay, what was that? All right, I thought for a second that he stopped there and he ran into something, but he actually probably just lagged. Okay. So there's Smolensk. Smolensk is busy elsewhere, doesn't want to play with me, and I'm now unspotted because, well, no one can see me. Monty can. But he's sitting now still behind that island, which means I can comfortably unload on him again. Only 2 citadels. It's quite disappointing. Enemy Yamato is down, and at this point there's only 3 enemy ships left. They haven't even killed all our bots yet. Alright then. So precise aim up and unload at the Monty again. Yeah. 8 hits on target. I think took out one of his gun turrets. Probably one of the probably the X turret, and yeah, he's snarky about it. But I think that's overshooting. Yeah, still doing a decent amount of damage, but that's okay. Shots out again. And look at the dispersion on these guns. Isn't it just beautiful? 9 shots on target. Okay, there's the Smolensk. And we can probably kill the Montana at this point. Well, let's see what the Smolensk is getting himself into, but he is fighting a battleship and our Seattle. If the Seattle has any sense, then Seattle is a hard counter to him. Finally another Citadel to a Smolensk. Just radar him if he smokes up and just use the armor piercing. Oh, he's trying to set the Smolensk on fire. Well, I guess karma is a thing, I guess. Alright, goodbye Monty. And 1, 2, 3, there. Goodbye Monty. Do you want to see it? Okay, I'll let you see it. There, Monty dead. Now we can kill the Smolensk, because Smolensk has taken out the Seattle. So I'm gonna kill the Smolensk, because he's the last ship alive. Even though he is burning, but he might not burn out, so... no, he didn't burn out. Okay, no revenge, sorry for you, but... And another citadel. Would have been a couple more if that Smolensk still had some hit points. But still, we haven't actually done the most damage in this game. But yeah, as you can see, a fully decked out Slava is an extremely dangerous ship, just from long range. And let's see how much more damage the Worcester has done. Only 4 citadels. Oh, he hasn't actually. He's just got another kill. Okay, so we're 7 points behind, and that was that. Yeah, dangerous ship. So if you're up against one in a battleship, don't sit there broadside on. Try to get into a long-range gunnery duel. Yes, that thing has no armor, at least on the deck. The belt armor is decent, but on the deck armor is terrible. So a Slava player who knows what they're doing isn't going to sit around broadside in your range and lets you massacre him right back, but is going to sit at 13, 14, 15, 16 kilometers and is just going to kill you with precision. Dangerous ship, very much. Dangerous ship without the legendary captain, but even more so with. So don't be fooled by the relatively low caliber. These guns are glorious. Absolutely. So yeah, that's that. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.